Middle adulthood begins around age 40 and ends at age 65. It is marked by narrowing life options and career paths become more determined.
In this age, aging is inevitable, and some factors that may affect is the health of the people in this stage. Chronic conditions are more common, such as asthma, bronchitis, diabetes, nervous mental disorder, rheumatism, and other circulatory and respiratory problems. They also develop depression and anxiety due to massive thinking of what will happen to them or their stability in life. Sensory function will also be affected. First, the sense of sight. In this age, many people become so far-sighted that they need one-third more brightness to compensate for the loss of light reaching the retina. As we age, the sharpness of your vision gradually declines. The most common problem is difficulty focusing the eyes on close-up objects. Second is the sense of hearing. Hearing losses for speech begin to decline in the 20s, and the ability to hear sounds at the upper frequencies drop off to about 10%. As we age, structures inside the ear start to change and their functions decline. Your ability to pick up sound decreases. Third is the sense of taste and smell. There will be sensitivity of taste decrease and also loss in the sense of five tastes often declines after age 60. In addition, your mouth produces less saliva as you age. This can cause dry mouth, which can affect your sense of taste, and due to having ailment that needs medication, medicine is also one of the factors why there are possibilities of decrease in sense of taste.
Women undergo menopause between the age of 42 and 51. It is also the changes that occur in the middle adulthood. This is a biological event in every woman's life when she stops menstruating and can no longer bear children. Menopause is caused by the decrease in the production of estrogen, which brings about the end of ovulation.
Some of us thought that people as they age tend to have decrease in their intellectual functioning, but study proved that it's not true that middle-aged people experience decrease of intellectual functioning. In fact, people at this stage continue to learn new tricks, new facts, and new skills. They tend to continue their education and there will be a career adjustment. Some might be satisfied already in their job and continue to pursue it. But there are instances in the midlife that the idea of changing career has a possibility because of being self-evaluative at this stage. In the picture, it is a change of an occupational direction from being a housewife to a businesswoman. It shows that middle-aged adults recognize the possibilities are open to them and understand how they can make this most of these possibilities. Middle people usually see themselves changing all throughout. They tend to say, I am a different person now, which is indeed true because personality changes all throughout adulthood as a result of the experiences, relationships, and self-evaluation that occur during these years. During the 50s, people are at a turning point in their lives as they become more introspective, reflective, and self-evaluative. By the 60s, people see the world as a complex and dangerous place, one which demands the individual to conform rather than try to change.
How do middle-aged people view themselves? They do not see themselves as being young or adult, but they look themselves as an in-between in the generation. Middle-aged people are more sensitive to their position in society and it being wrapped up in assessing and evaluating their lives. They also look at different aspects of themselves and their self-assessment, such as how they are in their families, in their careers, and in their bodies. In view of Erik Erikson's seven stages of psychosocial development, the generativity versus stagnation is focused on contributing to society and doing things to benefit future generations. Usually, people in this stage tend to ask about their contribution to the world since middle-aged people strive to create and nurture things that will outlast them, often by parenting children or contributing to positive changes that benefit other people. Those who are successfully during this phase will feel that they are contributing to the world by being active in their home and community.